Hello, trader. Hope that you had an enjoyable day. So we are looking at dollar yen and GBP JPY. Very important day as we can see later this week coming up yen news, and we might find significant trading opportunity in dollar yen and GBP JPY. Currently, we can see there is a 4-hour candle closing on JJ and dollar yen. Let's see what kind of trading opportunity we have in both of these instruments. Starting with the monthly chart to see overall picture in the market. Now, from the monthly, we can see that starting with the GBPJPY monthly perspective, it's a bull market. Now, if you guys have looked at my old analysis, this is what we exactly expected on GJ and dollar yen for the market to bounce back up and then to create a new higher high. So from the monthly perspective, we can see the price is moving in the major direction of the trend. As we see that series of higher low on the monthly, the price is approaching to the monthly resistance, expecting it to break, retest, and then to continue to bounce back up to create a new higher high. Dropping down to the weekly chart, we can see that past week there was a gap opening that we have seen yesterday, and we have seen later there was a fill of that gap, and then the market managed to break out from that level, expecting it to remain to the upside for long term perspective. And I think that if we look at the weekly, we can see that from this support level, GJ may continue to bounce back up to create a new higher high. Dropping down to the daily, yesterday's candle, we can see a doji. Now, this doji has quite significance as we can see that this is the daily candle that has filled that gap, retested the previous daily resistance as a support, and closed as a doji. And today's early movement, we can see the market also filled the previous daily dojis. We can see the market has come back almost a 50% of the previous daily doji, and from that level the price managed to bounce, and we may see that the price continue to rise to create a new higher high. If we look at the 4-hour time frame on GBPJPY, we can see that from this lower time frame, this is a pretty strongly bull market at the moment. We have seen that there was also the massive gap open, and the price filled that gap, tested that level, and formed series of higher low. This current session candle, we can see that after breaking of this low, grab the liquidity and form a bullish engulfer. Now this bullish engulfer, we can see cross that level completely to the upside. And what I think that with the candle close, if we see that the price has retested this level, we may see that it will continue to bounce back up to create a new higher high. So this is where we will be waiting for on GJ to retest and then to continue to bounce back up to create a new higher high. Now let's look at dollar yen to see how the market is evolving, and we can see that on dollar yen as well there is a gap open. Starting with the monthly chart on dollar yen, we can see that from the monthly perspective, this is a bull market. We can see back to back 4 weeks of breakup structure on dollar yen to this support level, where this is an important monthly support. And we can see that after back to back 3 months of breakdown, dollar yen managed to now bounce in the major direction of the trend. As it is a long term bull market, this monthly candle is closing 2 days, but I think that the price may remain bullish to the upside to create a new higher high. If we look at the weekly perspective on dollar yen, we can see that from the weekly perspective, this is also the bull market. There is a bullish engulfer with crossing the low from that bullish engulfer, followed by 2 weeks of doji formation. Previous week also we saw that there was a massive bullish candle, and what we can see here, there is a gap open, and from that gap open, the market so far after retesting this week, the price started to bounce back up, and we may see that the price continue to rise to the upside. Now if we look at the daily chart on dollar yen, we can see that from the daily there was a daily doji formation, and the price tested this support here previous day, and then closed as a doji daily. And today's candle, we see that the price tested the lower shadow of the daily candle, and from that zone it's bouncing back up, and I think that the price may continue to rise to the upside to create a new higher high. Now from the 4 hour time frame on dollar yen, we can see that from the lower time frame, after filling of this gap, the market now completing an inverted head and shoulder, which may consider as a reversal pattern from this level. And as we can see, yen news is coming. This is a bullish engulfer, expecting this market to remain bullish to create a new higher high. So this is where also we see the candle is closing after initial pullback. As soon as we will find suitable entry according to the rules of our strategies, we will be looking for going long with a high probability trade setup. Traders, I believe that you enjoyed this analysis. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Thank you, and I'll see you soon in my next analysis.